It progressed all the way down, and the day after I was down to my neck.
It's taken Emily Cleary almost a year to recover from the mumps. At its worst, her face was so swollen she almost choked to death.
For me, the swelling lasted for a week. I had constant migraines. I couldn't sleep because of the pain and the risk of choking.
Aside from the risk of meningitis, the side effects from catching the mumps as an adult were painful and prolonged.
I was diagnosed with post-viral fatigue, which is a form of MS, which meant that I was rendered incapacitated, sometimes for a day, sometimes for 2 days, and that all lasted for up to 6 months after.
In England, cases of mumps have hit their highest levels for a decade, mostly driven by outbreaks in universities of students who have never been vaccinated. A total of 2,028 cases of mumps were recorded between April and June, the highest quarterly figures since 2009, and nearly half of those who contracted the disease were unvaccinated. There were also 301 new measles infections confirmed in England over the same period, a 30% increase on the 3 months before. Public Health England says it clearly shows why we need sustained high rates of vaccination. Many blame the impact of this man's research, former British doctor Andrew Wakefield, for sowing seeds of doubt about vaccines back in 1998. His claims that it could be linked to autism caused the UK's immunisation rate to plunge. Even though his work has been discredited, it's still doing damage, circulated widely online by the growing anti-vax movement.
Normally what would happen is that a young child would get the first MMR vaccine about the age of 1, and then they'd have a booster before they go to school. Clearly, as people get older, that might go off, but the concerns are about particularly teenagers and people who are going to university, because we're seeing a big increase in that group. And in many cases, actually, it's because they've never had the MMR vaccine when they were much younger.
Whoa, that's a good one.
A mum to young kids who have had every vaccination they were supposed to, Emily was told she could have contracted it from a child who wasn't.
The doctor told me the chances are that I caught it from an unvaccinated child, and the fact that somebody I don't even know has caused me all these problems, I find it, I'm very angry.
Katie Spencer, Sky News.